It's September 15th, 2021. I walked past NYPD when I was taking Nooch home from the park. The black and white prisoner of war, the POW MIA flag, is still not flying in the parks. New York City Parks Department at Marie Curie Park. The United States of America, the blue, red, white, and blue with the stars, the 50 stars. That one's still flying. Along with something I see, the mayor of New York in New York City, when he does one of his televised casts, he has behind him a blue, white, and orange. They're vertical lines with some symbol I can't see. That, and then a spoof almost on the Canadian maple leaf, but in a light green color. The Canadian flag is a red maple leaf. In New York City, they use a almost chartreuse, yellowy green color maple leaf. So on the mast, there was the highest flag was the United States flag, which was the red, white, blue, and 50 stars. Underneath that used to be the black and white flag of POW MIA, which is now missing itself. The flag is missing. And then underneath that is, on one side, the yellow, the orange, white, and blue, which I don't know what that represents. And on the other side is the white and chartreuse color maple leaf. Now, on my way back from the park, I spoke to Officer STINE, Police Officer STINE, STINE. I've spoken to him several times after the mishap with the douchebag gold shield asshole, which I think might have been MTA police. Like, it gets shifty. Their uniforms all kind of sort of look alike, and I really, whatever. And then they hide inside each other's departments so they can, like, get away with, like, crafty crap, really, like, against the wrong people. So, I reported to Police Officer STINE after the shitbag, gold shielded douchebag, put me in the ambulance without paperwork, without process, without court, any approval or anything, my level approval, and shoved me off to go to the hospital in Manhasset, where they stripped me naked. They hit me with a bioengineered needle. They drugged me. They then did I don't know what for however many hours. And when I woke up, I was naked in the middle of the hospital administration area with all of the shitbag doctors and nurses of Americans that I hope they all round up and execute that are living on Long Island and participating in this manner. So anyway, I updated Officer STINE on what the shitbag Americans have done. All kinds of this new face of America, since you all look like a bunch of lost children in a colostomy bag. And so Officer STINE's face, however, looks family familiar. So anyway, so I stopped to speak to him real quick. I showed him my St. John's Day pin. I also showed him the button off of the gentleman's jacket the day that I was given the pin. But I said to him, I said, it was such a long time ago because it's 1988. I said, I don't really remember the face of the gentleman who gave it to me, but I do know he was really important, and the fact that he gave it to me was really important. I just don't know his name. So that happened. So I showed that to Officer STINE, today being September 15th, 2021. I reported the other incident directly to him on surveillance camera, no less, on a different date, right after it happened. I was with what I call Cat Scratch, which is my Anthony Tiafrio, 2012, the Mayan calendar baby. He was with me. We were walking back from the park today. He had a green shirt on and jeans and Timberland boots. I was wearing my black, and I had my grandfather's the jacket he used to wear, which was this color, or this pattern. I had that tied around my neck when I showed him. And as Nucci and I, or Cat Scratch and I, walked back from the NYPD 111 precinct, a helicopter flew overhead, which I have a habit that whenever I see a pilot in a helicopter, I respectfully, because I don't know who they are, I do this, because this is last flight off of flight deck when you're somebody important and Planetarium's in arrest and you're in happily ever after, never wanting to go back. So I threw that sign up. I had my green and black umbrella, but I moved it and I put it under my shoulder so I could do the hand symbol. And then I realized I moved it to the side again, and I put up that I was wearing the scarf because I was on, I know this is a very important symbol. Somebody in Sunnyside once barged in on something that I was innocently enough invited to, just sitting there with my friend Melissa Ruskowski, and it got really confusing for me because I don't know the people of the Sunnyside, Queens neighborhood. I still don't. I don't know what they call themselves. But that happened once upon a time. I don't remember who was involved. I don't have a working memory of it because, again, it's like that dry eraser board. It gets very confusing. Every time the machine stops, because humans have gone so far in a dangerous direction and then it turns back on, things shift and change, and it's been becoming more and more dangerous, and I don't know why they're not listening. I mean, I'm the moving piece that fits it all back together, but it doesn't seem like anybody wants to cooperate, and I'm like, this isn't healing. I mean, it's a real shit show. Oh, and while I was at the park, I showed a woman, not only, I didn't show her the pins again, but I asked her if I had shown her my extra special pins. She said I had shown her. That would be Sophia, which is Costa's mom. Only mom that I addressed at the park. And then I showed her this. I also, the crossing guard, today, I don't know what her name is. The crossing guard, it was her last day today. I don't know, she got some promotion, which I congratulated her on, and I showed her the pins. And I said it was my grandfather, it was extremely important. I said there's a war that nobody talks about. I was like, and that's the war that he was in. And my part would be with, I suppose, Albania on that one. Or Italy. I mean, he was from Italy, so again, moving projects and everything keeps like a kaleidoscope changing. I'm not sure what the safety word is on what I need to get doing and what he was busy doing in order to articulate it back together properly. So I couldn't tell from the ground because of the sun and the amount of light coming off of the dome today. The pilot that went over in a helicopter, I can't tell where the helicopter was from, if it was a private helicopter, if it was NYPD, if it's special ops, if it's rescue. I don't have any idea how to tell the difference from the ground. There's no training here. But I did show Sophia the list and said that the teacher, and I also showed Terry Dubrow, Graybrow, Dubrow, I think it's Graybrow. That's the principal over in PS 31. I showed her specifically the 2 pins as well for Anthony and my whatever. And I told her also that my grandfather was a longtime resident here. This was the jacket that he wore while he was serving here in Bayside, along with the fact that he was from Italy, in the mountains, and he served in something that they refer to as Albania in Greece, but in antiquity Greece, not a modern day Greece whatsoever. Now, my grandfather was born identity of 1910 or 11, so it's been over 100-year war, and my grandfather arrived in 1955 in New York as a 40-year-old or 40 and change year old man. And so now I'm 43. I'm on 43rd Avenue. It's been 100 years has elapsed, and still I am feeling just as badly as he is. And he trained with the Italian ALPINI, which is like I don't know how to give you an assimilation or a joint articulation, because he didn't have words for whatever the Americans were creating, but he could feel that what was here was not good for the body. The body was, the physics here felt wrong based on the fact that he was fit and he was trained, and he could not move the same here. And I, unfortunately, was born here. I don't know anything different per se, except when the machine turns off, and I don't have to wear my endoskeleton and my skeletal muscles anymore. Once I lose that and I go endoplasmic reticulum, oh my god, it is like being home, so happy. And then it's like, wait, we gotta go back for what? That's why I hate being human. So I'm in U.S.A in a United States position of, I think they're calling it America. I don't know. All I know is on my blood results, it says I don't belong here. It says I have somewhere else I need to be and I want to be. And not that I'm abandoning whatever this is, but it's just not healthy. And me being here, nobody cares. Everybody thinks it's something else because they've been lying to each other for so long. So it's 100 years war has elapsed. It has not gotten even slightly better. It's gotten worse. And I told Sophia, I was like, I didn't get the calendar or the supply list before school started. I was like, it just came home yesterday. And she's like, oh, no, but it was up on the website, blah, blah, blah. And I go, yeah, but you got to remember, I said, I'm limited electronics. I said, I'm like the Dutch Amish of metro area. I avoid it like the plague. Like, electronics are like a disease I don't want to catch. And I don't want to teach my kids to be electronically dependent. So I'm trying to maintain my American and United States of America rights of paper and secrecy and process of a different kind, the way it was when my grandfather was here, while they're trying to push everything to some kind of open form of communication that is just robbing them of their freedoms left and right, but they don't say it that way. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It is September 15th, 2021. I'm in Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. I'm the Main Street, USA part and project of this area. And it is not looking good. And I don't have any contacts here. I update on surveillance, NYPD, since they got uniformed and gunned professionals. So, whatever on that. But I got DHS advertising in the area that we're at a level TSA PRE, which I know is a different set of standards and operations at 100-year war, and I'm in a worse place because I had to live here the entire time like this. Yeah, let's go with Earth. solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken.